So, good afternoon, or good evening for me where I am. Instant match reaction to Tottenham Hotspur away at Arsenal. I'm not surprised anymore. The football is absolutely atrocious under this manager. I know fans don't want to hear that. I know fans will just say this is being negative for the sake of it. But this is so badly set up. Apologies, sorry, let me just sort my camera out. Apologies for that. This is so badly set up to just sit there and take teams battering us. Just take teams having the ball and a chance after chance after chance. Said it before the game. Many people said it. If you go over two in midfield, if you go with the high wing back, you're going to lose because they're going to play with us. They're going to have lots of the ball. And I'm going to give a shout out to Stel at Tottenham away. Stel at Tottenham away turned around last night on he was on We Are Tottenham TV, and he actually said with Sim, he said, if we play this formation, this is what Arsenal will do. And what Stel said was this. He said Arsenal will put Martinelli there, Saka there, heart of the pitch. They'll have all the ball, and then what will happen is our two centre mids will go out to try and help defend, and that will leave Xhaka, Partey and Odegaard all the room in the middle. And it's what happened. Yes, we can point to the red card. I mean, idiot move from an awful footballer. Please, can people stop telling me he's a good footballer? Please. He is an awful footballer. Terrible tackle today. There's going to be arguments about is it a yellow or a red, but it was intentional, not needed, and he got what he deserved. But again, Conte got it all wrong in a big game. I know we're not allowed to say that. I know people are going to come back to this video and say, oh, we've only lost one game, and we have. But when you look at who we've played in the Premier League this year, everyone was telling me, can't judge Arsenal until they beat a better team. Can't judge Arsenal until this, until that. Well, they toyed with us today, and Arteta absolutely took Conte to school. That's now Chelsea away, we were awful and lucky to get a point. West Ham away, we were awful and lucky not to get beaten. Sporting away, we were awful and got beaten. Arsenal away, awful and got beaten. And they're the four most difficult games we've had this year. West Ham, Chelsea, Arsenal and Sporting. And we've not won one of them. Other than Fulham, who are probably in a false position in terms of they probably won't finish sixth in the Premier League, which is where they are right now. Everyone we've beaten is in the bottom six of the Premier League. Southampton, Leicester, Forest, Wolves. It's really poor. I'm sorry, guys. I know people don't want to hear this. But what makes it worse was that was on the cards. Is that many fans before this game, the realistic fans, not the fans who just said, 3-0, we're going to win 3-0, you heard it here first. Many realistic fans called it, said, we will be outplayed. Arsenal will have all the ball, and we won't be able to cope with them. And we couldn't. Really poor. Sorry, guys. I'm not enamoured in any way, shape or form by Antonio Conte. By the way, that's not me saying I want him gone. I'm just not enamoured. I'm bored of watching this Tottenham team play. Especially for what the club charge us to watch this 10 men behind the ball. And somebody, my mate during the game, just messaged me and said we shouldn't be called Tottenham Hotspur FC. We should be called Sit Back FC. Because that's what we do under this manager. We just sit back. We can blame the players. We can blame the squad that we've got. Now, whilst I think we definitely needed to strengthen in the summer, this squad should not be playing this type of football. This squad, when you've got attacking talent like Perisic, Son, Kane, Kulusevski, Bentancur in the middle, we should not be playing this type of football. I just don't get it. I'm sorry. This isn't sustainable. Fans will keep saying to me, oh, well, what if we win something this year playing this type of football? Will you be happy then? We're not winning anything playing this type of football. I'm so sorry. If anyone thinks we're going to win anything playing this type of football, we can't beat anyone decent. We cannot beat a decent football team. Really disappointing. I actually came away from the pool. I'm on holiday at the moment. Came away from the pool to watch the game because I couldn't see because it was too dark on the screen. And it wasn't worth it. And the worst thing about this is lots of football fans, I mean, I'm in lots of Spurs WhatsApp groups, they're in absolute denial. Oh, if it wasn't for the Reds, and oh, if it wasn't for Hugo doing what he'd... Come on, guys, wake up. This football is dreadful. Conteball. Let me do it again. Conteball, I'm sorry, is absolutely horrific. I can almost see where this is going to go. I can almost see that this man will at some point be sacked or will walk and Poch will be back. I can see it. I'm not saying I would do that. I've just got this feeling. I've just got this feeling because this football is not sustainable. It is awful to watch. Now, I know 50% of you will agree with me. And there'll be 50% that don't want to ever say anything bad about their club. That will come back, Sava, you're negative. Sava, you're wrong. Sava, it's only one defeat. But again, West Ham, awful. Chelsea, awful. Arsenal, awful. Sporting Lisbon, awful. We were awful against Marseille as well. Forest dominated us for large parts of the game. Wolves dominated us. This isn't good to watch, guys. So look, I'm going to leave it there. We move on, we move up. We've got Frankfurt away on Tuesday. I'm going to do a live watch along for that game. So please join me on 8 o'clock on Tuesday night to watch that. And then after that, we've got Brighton away. But guys, we can't keep playing like this. This is absolutely shocking football. And I know no one's allowed to say anything bad about Antonio Conte. But what does he do? We set up the same way against every team, no matter what their tactics. His substitutions are just atrocious. Anyway, it is what it is. We've been humbled today. I hope now some Spurs fans can actually admit Arsenal are a better football team than us. People won't want to admit it, but they're a better football team than us. They look like they've been coached a lot better to play better football. We'll see. All the belittling of Arsenal in the summer and already this year is going to bite us in the back. Anyway, I'm going to sign out. Arsenal 3, Tottenham 1. Should have been a lot more. Onwards and upwards. Much love. And as always, come on you Spurs.